Hey guys. Okay, I think I'm safe. Something happened. I was just walking outside in my my local cornfield, and then I got abducted by these aliens, and now I'm trapped in their spaceship. I ran away. I swear, I ran as fast as I could, and I think I'm safe now. I haven't seen any in this hallway, so I just got here. This looks like a safe place, and fortunately, since I was able to escape from the aliens in time, we should be good to have a lesson today here. As long as no one's seen any, right? As long as we don't see any more aliens, this is a safe place, I think, for us to do the stream. So let me just check the chat. Welcome everyone. Yes, Small, Taeyeonjun. What other members we got here? Oh, that's the only ones that have commented so far. Yeah, I think we got a couple hours to teach here, but then after that I should probably get off this spaceship just to be safe. Chris, oh, hey Chris. 안녕하세요. Liz. Yes, just as we expected. He's not Billy? Who's Billy? Oh, no, I am. I'm Billy. Yeah. So we're going to get started really soon. Today's prerequisites are on the board. So you probably also saw them in the post. If you want to be able to follow along really well with today's stream, I recommend that you're really good with using this G form. Now, that doesn't mean the 하지, 좋아하지, that kind of G ending. That's different. This is the G that means whether or if. So like 하는지, 한지, 할지, that sort of G. Because this same G form is going to be used today in a couple of our forms. So if you're not able to use this, then you'll only have limited use of today's lesson. Today's lesson is also going to go in order. So we're going to start off with beginning concepts. So if you're a beginner, you can still follow along for a little bit of today's lesson. It's not only going to be for intermediates, but it's going to quickly go up to intermediate level. And then if we have time, we also have some parts of the lesson today that are at advanced level. So we'll see how much we can get done. Like I said, it depends on how we do on time, because I don't know if another alien's going to come here. Oh my gosh. Oh, never mind. That wasn't an alien. That was just a rock. Okay. I thought I saw another one. Okay. Lauren Starrett. 안녕하세요. Welcome. Yes. Thanks for coming in. Okay. Oh, Chris. Oh, hey, Chris. Welcome. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I said before, I got trapped up in the spaceship and I just ran away from a couple aliens. But I'm pretty sure I'm safe here. I haven't seen any in here at all, so should be good. Let me know if you guys see any, though. So a few announcements, though, before we start. We'll start in just a few minutes. We'll start with the lesson. A few announcements. One is there's new merchandise. If you check the link in this video, you'll see a link to the merchandise store. There's some kind of cool stuff there. You should check it out. If you get anything, it also supports me. As well as if you are a Patreon member, even the $1 tier, you get access to worksheets and outlines for every lesson. So outlines have been since day one. Worksheets I started a few weeks ago, but you can get them. There's also a worksheet already available for today's lesson if you want to try to see if you can do any of them already. Some of them might be a bit intermediate level. So make sure to get those. Also, check out our Discord chat. So if you want to make sure that you can follow along with what's going on, just put our Discord link in there. Yeah, so if you join our Discord, you can follow along with everyone else. I don't know how many members we have. I think it's at least over 1,000 or something. Yeah, so a lot of people are active in there all day, all night, and you can hang out with other people. And they also do a chat alongside this live stream every week there too. As well as another announcement is we've hit 40 members now. I think actually right now we're at like 42, and it sometimes goes up or down a few depending on the day, just because, renewals, when people renew or some people don't renew. But yeah, we're about 40 members right now. So last week we got the brand new emoji, which was the KeyCat dabbing emoji. So if you are a member, make sure to make good use of that emoji. Yes, Amaryllis, yes. Yes. The beautiful KeyCat. It's actually animated too, but you can only see the animated version on Discord just because of YouTube doesn't have animated ones yet. Yes. My members represent. 뭔가 뒤에 있는데 혹시 외계인? No, don't scare me like that. I'm on the lookout for aliens, so if you guys see any aliens during today's live stream, please let me know, because if there's an alien here, I gotta run. I gotta get out of here if there is one. 한국말 하는 외계인, okay. Yeah, Korean speaking alien. Yeah, these are Korean aliens, so they mean business. Another announcement is that next stream, just so you know, next stream is going to be a different time. So I'm not exactly sure if that's going to be 1 hour earlier or 1 hour later, because I don't know. I don't actually know how the daylight savings time works. But because I'm in California, daylight savings is going to end, I guess. So that means the stream time for you, the stream time might change to be an hour earlier or an hour later. For people in Korea, the stream time will become an hour later. And for people in Europe, I think it's going to become an hour earlier. And for everyone else, I think it might stay the same if you're in the United States, because you might switch at the same time as me. But I'll make an announcement. So I always post a couple hours before it starts. So just look for that notification when the stream starts. And if you want to make sure you don't miss this stream next week, because there will be a class again next weekend on Sunday. If you want to make sure that you don't miss it, then click the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you can get notifications. Okay. So I think we're about ready to get started. Oh, we're still a few minutes early. I'll wait a couple minutes. Yeah, I live in Arizona, so daylight savings time doesn't exist. That's right. Lucky. I really hope they get rid of daylight savings. I mean, I hope they make this just the permanent time. That's what I want. Like, this time should just always be this time. I want them to get rid of daylight savings time. Hey, Himan, I'm here. Sorry, I was finishing up a mission. Oh, a very important mission, I suspect. Yeah, Ahimang is very busy doing something of extreme importance, I'm sure. And meanwhile, Ahimang, I'm just trapped here on this spaceship because I ran away from some aliens and yeah. Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh no. Oh. It looks like a shell. It looks like a shell of one of the aliens' faces. Maybe they shed their skin. Oh, that's pretty creepy. See, look, it's like a shell of an alien. Whoa. That's pretty strange. Ugh, I don't really want to touch it anymore. Let's put it down there. Aliens everywhere here. Seriously, it's scary. This is not the place that I wanted to do a live stream from today. Do you think it's the aliens from Area 51? They got out during that event, The government doesn't want us to know, but aliens, they escaped during the Area 51 raid. And I'll tell you, they're here. That is my wife. More mother-in-law is the correct answer, yes. Co-conspirator? I don't know. Maybe Ahimang might have been the one to let the aliens out. So we'll see. Am I one of the aliens? No, I am not one of the aliens. You know me. I'm me. I'm me. I am this human right here. So let's get started then. Oh, we got a donation right when we're starting. Alex Full Metal. Billy, 잘 지냈냐? not the most polite way to ask how someone's doing, but I'll accept it. I'll accept it because you donated. Alex Full Metal. Let's write you down here. You get the first donation. Alex Full Metal. So I'm gonna do a dab on the aliens while I'm stuck here. So Aliens don't got nothing on that. Don't got nothing on that dab. Alex Full Metal is the Full Metal part about Full Metal Alchemist. I see. I never saw Full Metal Alchemist, obviously. I just know it has to do with an alchemist and he becomes metal fully, right? Okay, so yeah, maybe the aliens are interested in learning Korean too. It's alien. Maybe we'll see. Maybe they want to learn Korean too. Hey, Hibang, you're an alien. I know. Only an alien or an anime character wears the same outfit every day. Oh, this isn't my outfit. This is my skin. I mean, this is my my favorite outfit. Yeah, but I could change it anytime. So yeah, let's get started with the lesson today. You know, I heard that those aliens are really good at Korean. That they teach Korean very well. So yeah, it's just unfortunate that they are trying to kill me and eat me, I guess. So we're going to be going from beginner level to intermediate level, and starting with beginner level. So if this is your first time, you're still a beginner, you know, you have basic Korean, then you could follow along. We're going to do something quite basic first, and then we're going to go to the next level. And after we go up a couple levels, it's going to be, well, actually, after 2 levels, it's going to be intermediate soon. So first, let's do something very, very basic. That's how you can say, it depends on. So first, we're going to learn how to say, it depends on the most basic way, which is beginner friendly. You take a noun, so whatever it depends on, you can say, well, it depends on you. It depends on the weather. It depends on the time. It depends on the color. It depends on my feelings. You know, whatever you want to say. You just take noun, then you attach this suffix, which is mada. Now, mada means each or every. So you might hear it something like 날마다, each day. 사람마다, each person, like that. And then you use the verb 다르다. Now, 다르다 means to be different. So literally all you are saying is each noun is different. So if you were to say 사람마다, person마다, each person, 다르다, you're saying each person is different. So in a roundabout way, you're saying it depends on the person, but that's not really what you're saying. You're not really saying it depends on the person. You're really just saying each person is different. You know, each day is different. Each, for example, whatever is different. Whatever you want to say is different. So this is a very limited way. This way is very limited. You can't use this to say it depends on the time, because you wouldn't want to say each time is different. Maybe you could, I guess. It would depend on the case. But you wouldn't be able to use this for every situation. You wouldn't be able to say, it depends on how I'm feeling. You know, you wouldn't really be able to stick everything you want in here. It's very limited in how it can be used. But it does have some uses. As long as it literally makes sense to you in English, each noun is different, then you can use this form. So let's do a couple examples. So if you're a beginner, oh, and make sure to conjugate 다르다 at the end. Don't just leave it as 다르다 or it's going to be plain form. So let me give you guys an example that I want you guys to do this. So it depends on the person. How would I say this? This is like a beginner's level question. So if you're a beginner, go ahead and give this a try. How would you say then each person is different, or, you know, it depends on the person? Go ahead and give it a try. I'll check the thing here. Let's see. 방탄, 소년단마다, each, BTS. Doesn't quite make sense. All right, I see Fox, you're very quick. Your markers. Oh no, these are not new. Well, they're always new. I have to throw them away every 2 weeks. But this one, no, these are from last week. Okay, 호박마다. Well, right now we're just doing this simple one first. So 사람마다 달라요. 사람마다 달라요. Perfect, perfect. All right, so it should be pretty simple, but this is still a useful form you can use. So we have a noun, so 사람마다. Remember, 마다 sticks directly onto the end of the noun. So we literally have each person 달라요. Each person is different. Each person is different. So if you're saying it depends on the person with this form, if you're saying it depends on the person with this form, all you're literally saying is each person is different. So, well, each person's different. Each person has their own things they like. Each person's different. It depends on the person. Let's do one more. What else do you think you might want to put in here? Just try to think of something. You don't have to come up with a bunch of unique ideas. Just try to think. Let me rewrite this. Just try to think of what else you think. Fine, I'll rewrite it. Try to think of what else you could put in this space. So I'm just using 달라요 as the conjugation, but you can use any conjugation you want. 다르죠, 다르지, 달라 just by itself, 다르다 if you're doing plain form. So what else could we put here? One more basic one you could do would be like 날, 날 meaning the day, a day. So 날마다, each day, 달라요. 날마다 달라요. Each day is different. So again, and go ahead and give it a try. See if you can come up with any other ideas. But I just want to say this form is quite limited, so you can't just stick any noun you want. It might sound awkward in English, right? So don't think of it literally as meaning it depends on. Just think of this as literally meaning each something is different, but the usage is very similar. 감자마다 달라요. It depends on the potato. It depends on the potato, to be honest. Yes. Sure. Literally then each potato is different. 경우마다 each situation, each case is different. Okay? 나라, someone wrote 나라, country. 나라마다 달라요. Yes, each country is different. 학생마다 달라요. Okay, it depends on the student. Each student is different. Someone has 동물마다, each animal is different. 수박마다, what's with the fruit and vegetables? Depends on the watermelon. What's with this? 주제마다 달라요. Okay, each subject is different. It depends on the subject. 순간마다 달라요. Okay, each moment is different. All right. 책마다 달라요. Okay, 고양이. Okay, now you're just we're going. We gotta pull things back again. Okay, so yeah, you can put any noun here as long as it literally makes sense by changing this meaning to each or every. As long as it makes sense thinking of this as each or every, then go ahead and use it. It'll be okay. But it's a very basic meaning that can be used to mean it depends on. Especially for simple things. If you just want to say, it depends on that. The end. Yep, very simple, very easy. Beginners can use it, but it doesn't sound awkward if you use it at a higher level too. It's just a regular, natural, simple way of saying that. So now let's go up. Let's go up at a level. This is still beginning level, I would say. This is still beginner level, but this is a more useful form that is much more versatile. You can use it in more places. And it also means it depends on. And that is, let's see how we are on time. Okay, we're good on time. All right. So now we're going to take, again, you're going to use a noun. Then you're going to use the particle 에. So noun, 에. Now we're going to do this. 따라 or 따라서. The 서 is completely optional. It changes the meaning 0. It does not change the meaning of the sentence at all. Use it or don't if you want. And then conjugate 다르다. So again, we have 다르다, to be different. To be different. But now we have it combined with this 에 따라서 thing right here. So what that is, this 따라서 actually comes from a verb. This is actually a conjugation of the verb 따르다. Now, 따르다 is used a lot in Korean. It's the word that means to follow. So if you were to say 따라가다, it means to go follow someone, to follow someone somewhere. So 따르다 is what they use. And this conjugates as 따라. So it's a bit of an irregular. It doesn't conjugate the same way as other verbs with this do. In case you're good with conjugation rules and you notice that. This conjugates as 따라. So 따라요. But it's not used by itself like that. It's used with other motion verbs like 가다 or 오다. So we're not going to be learning about that verb separately today, but I just wanted to say it means follow. So what you get is the literal meaning of following with or following something. So following with noun or following noun or according to. according to noun, 다르다. It's different. Following noun, it's different. That's the literal meaning that you get. But this meaning has more of a, this meaning translates more closely in English to how we would say it depends on. It depends on something. So literally just, it's different according to the noun. So according to whatever noun that is, following that noun, going by that noun, according to that noun, it's different. So it'll be different according to the noun. That's what it means. So it's different depending on the noun. So literally you get the meaning, it is different depending on the noun. Not just it depends on, but you can't just simply say it depends on in Korean. You have to say it is different depending on something. So similar structure, you can just memorize this as is. You don't need any fancy tricks to use it. You simply take noun, 에, 따라 or 따라서, 다르다, and conjugate that. It depends on the noun. So let me give you a quick example, and then I'll have you guys do some sentences. So let me give you an example. So you can do something like this. 규칙. 규칙 means rules, like regulations or rules for a contest or rules for something. So 규칙에 따라서, well, now by itself, 규칙에 따라서 by itself is a valid phrase. According to the rules. According to the rules, you lost. According to the rules, you can't do that. According to the rules, anything you want to say. This by itself means according to or following with. So you can do other things with it if you want. This is if you're more intermediate already. Go ahead and use 따라서 by itself to say according to. Another one you could do would be just saying 따라서 by itself. So you might also see 따라서 used without anything else. In fact, you would just see 따라서 and then some sentence. And what this means also is literally following. So following something, or it follows that. And what you get is a kind of formal sounding written expression for saying therefore. So you might see a sentence that starts with 따라서. Literally it means it follows that, Billy is the best Korean teacher to ever live in the entire universe. Like, something, kind of natural like that. So you get, it follows that as the literal meaning, but this is used to mean therefore. So it's quite a formal, fancy sounding written form, but you might see it, and that's the exact same form. So today's form though, however, is using it together with 에, 따라서, and then 다르다, which literally means following this or according to this noun, it's different. So depends on the noun. So I just hope that if I break it down for you like this, it might make a little bit more sense when you see it. That sometimes you might see a different form of it, but usually just it depends on is this. Something 에 따라서 다르다. So I'll give you one example. Actually, no. I'll let you guys do this one. I want you guys to do this problem. How would I say with this form, it depends on the time? It depends on the time. How would I say that? Go ahead and give it a try. Meanwhile, I'm going to replace this blue marker because I think this blue marker is dying. So let's get a new one. Fortunately, we're inside of an alien spaceship, and they have plenty of technology, including whiteboard markers. So it's very convenient for us. Oh, wow. The aliens have Expo. It's a good brand. Fortunately, see, aliens, they got everything. Okay, let's check here. See how you guys are doing. All right. 시간에 따라서 달라요. Yes, perfect. 시간에 따라서 달라요. 시간에 따라 달라요. 시간에 따라서 달라요. Yep. He played too much Perfect Dark. I'm not. These are not Elvises I'm running away from. These are just regular aliens. 시간에 따라서 달라요. 시간에 따라서 달라요. Okay. 시간에 따라서 달라요. All right. 시간에 따라서. Nor's K. 시간에 따라서 달라요. Nice, nice. Okay, yes, you guys got it. So in order to say it depends on the time, you would just say 시간, time에 따라서 or 따라 달라요. 시간에 따라서 달라요. It depends on the time. Super easy, isn't it? See, all you got to do is you take a noun, you attach 에, you add 따라서 or 따라, either one, and then you conjugate 다르다. And you are done. Isn't that so easy? It's so easy. So what else can we put here? What else could something depend on? Well, it could depend on a lot of stuff. Let me give you another example. It could depend on the place. 장소. 장소 means place or a location. So like where are you going to meet? That location, 장소. Now we have 장소에 따라서 달라요. And now we have it depends on the place. 장소에 따라서 달라요. What else can we do here? It could depend on the color, right? You know, oh, I don't want to buy that dress unless it's the right color. Wait, am I even spell this? Yeah. Okay. 색깔, meaning color. 색깔에 따라서 달라요. 색깔에 따라서 달라요. It depends on the color. So do you want to buy that dress? Well, it depends on the color, if it's blue or if it's gold, right? Uh-oh, I think I need a new eraser too. How would I say it depends? While I'm getting a new eraser, I got to check to see if these aliens have erasers too. While I'm getting a new eraser, how would I say it depends on the price? It depends on the price. Let me see if they have new erasers here. Fortunately, they have lots of trash cans, which is convenient. Oh, wait, yes. It's interesting. They have erasers here, but they're green. It's a green eraser. I've never seen that before. All of mine are blue. All right, I don't know if it'll work better. Maybe it's like alien technology eraser. Let's give it a try. Whoa. It's like special. It's like super powerful. Wow. No wonder the US government keeps this a secret. Okay, what do you guys got? Where's Commander Shepard? Rex. 가격에 따라서 달라요. Perfect. 가격에 따라 달라요. 가격에 따라서 달라요. Let's just read some of the other ones you have here. 가격에 따라서. Yep. 가격에 따라서. Yeah, I know. It's so cool. This eraser. It's like magic. See, looks so wow. It's like magical eraser. Whoa, that's so cool. It's like definitely alien technology there. Okay. Yes. So if you wanted to say it depends on the price, well, the word for price is 가격. Wow, this marker is so thin too. Seriously, aliens have all the best technology. 가격에 따라서 달라요. It depends on the price. Well, what if you wanted to say it depends on the situation? Depends on the situation. Depends on the case. Some people are writing 경우. That's fine. 경우 is like a case, like a specific case. It could also be that, like a case of something happening. The general word for a situation is 상황. 상황 means not just the situation itself, not just the case itself, but also the kind of feeling around it, the kind of whole thing that goes with that case. So this is more of a broad term for a situation of something happening, or just the whole situation, the whole deal. 상황에 따라서 달라요. Depends on the situation. Depends on how I'm feeling, depends on the date, depends on what's going on, depends on who's there. 그 상황, that situation, 상황에 따라서 달라요. Depends on the case. Depends on the situation. Or, it's case by case. This is how you can say it. 상황에 따라서 달라요. This is actually just a good phrase to memorize. You know, it's really common. You'll say 상황에 따라서 달라요. Just it depends on the case, depends on the situation. You know, I don't know. Can I meet you? 상황에 따라서 달라요. 상황에 따라서 다르죠. So, before we go on to the next part, though, wow, this eraser is just magical. This erases everything. Okay, you might also see, you know, just some other conjugations. You might see 다르죠, 다르지, or 다르겠지, like it would be, right? 다르지, 다르네. You're not limited just to using 달라요. Now, all of the sentences we've done so far have just been 달라요, just for simplicity's sake. But you can use any regular conjugation with this verb as long as it's in the present tense. You don't need to say, according to that situation, it was different. You can just say, according to the situation, it is different. 달라요. So you can just do any conjugation though you want. As long as it logically makes sense, you're safe to do it. All right, let's check the chat for a minute. See how we are on time. 2:19. All right, we are doing really good. Woo, perfect. Okay, the next part we're going to be doing is going to be an intermediate level. So I'm just going to check the chat for a moment and then we'll go up to the next level. Are you being paid by the Alien Eraser Company? Shh. If I were, I would have to disclose that. I'm not. I know. Don't worry. Oh, I got a donation. 외계인 있어서 조심하세요. 조심하세요. 외계인 있어서. Okay. Where is this alien? Taeyeonjun. Where is this? Because I honestly don't see any aliens here. Taeyeonjun, thank you for your $5 donation. But I seriously don't know what you're talking about. Where there's an alien. I don't see any aliens. I am being very careful though. I'm being very careful because I know there are aliens. Aliens could come running down that hallway down there just at any minute. So I'm prepared for them, but I don't see any. So let me know though. Let me know if you see any aliens, okay? You guys got it. You guys got my back because I'm not looking down there. I'm looking at the board. So if you see any aliens start running down this hallway toward me, let me know. Okay. This could get you into big intergalactic trouble. Hey, Himong, you're not going to be a snitch. Did they take Kiket? No, I think Kiket. You know what? I came in here with. I was holding Kiket when I got abducted by these aliens. I don't know where Kiket is. That's a good point. I don't even know where Kiket is. Hold on. Let me see. Kiket. 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 Kiket? Kiket? Kiket! Kiket! Oh, Kiket! There you are! I was looking all over for you for like at least a few seconds. Kiket, are you okay? Kiket. Okay. Oh, the aliens got you too, huh? Yeah, they got me, and then I saw you got taken too, and I didn't even know what happened. I was looking everywhere for you, Kiket. Oh my gosh, that was scary. Let's see. Yeah, fortunately, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I totally forgot that Kikat was here, guys. Let's see, Kate June, her scarf is different. What? Nah, Kikat's always had this scarf. This is the same scarf as always, right, Kikat? Yeah, Kikat. It's your normal scarf, huh? Yeah, totally. Yeah, doesn't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's Kikat's favorite scarf. That's red and pink and purple. Yeah, red, pink, purple. It's her normal scarf. Okay, Kiket, you can wait here while I'm teaching. Whew, so relieved. Kiket's safe. I was starting to worry about that. Okay, let's go on to our next topic. This is more for intermediates. So this is the part where you really need to know the G form that I talked about. You can follow along, but unless you're good with using that G form, you won't be able to use this too well. You'll be limited in how you can use it. So we've been talking about how to say it depends on the time. It depends on, the price. It depends on the day. But what if you wanted to say it depends on what the price is, or it depends on who did it. It depends on how I feel. It depends on where you make it. It depends on some sort of verb. if you know this, then you can use this form in a lot more places, right? Now you don't have to just say, well, it depends on the situation. You can say, well, it depends on if I have time. Not just it depends on the time, it depends on if I have time. So we're going to be learning a new form that uses a previous form that we've already talked about in a live stream. And that is, you take a action verb stem and you attach 는지. 따라서, so this is the exact same here after 따라서 or 따라, and then 다르다, just like before. So the form we're using, 따라서 다르다, is the exact same as when we used it with a noun. The only thing is now, instead of a noun, we are using it with an action verb stem followed by the G ending. And in order to use the G ending in the present tense after an action verb, you have to attach 는. So you get 는지. But that's not the only way you can use it. If you're, well, just wait a second. I'll show you what I mean. First, let's just talk about this and I'll give you an example. So you can now say something like this. Well, actually, I need to erase the board. So for 1 second, let me just keep this on the board. Write this down. I'm going to check the chat for a minute and then I'll erase it because I don't want to erase it yet in case you're still writing it down. If I want to say depending on the time and then continue with something, should I write 시간에 따라서 달라서? Nope, you wouldn't need to do that. You would just say 시간에 따라서 달라요. And then you could say whatever else you want to say after that, unless you know exactly what you want to say. Like you could say depending on the time, 시간에 따라서, and then finish the sentence like that. But if you're using 다르다, that's how you would end the sentence. You're saying according to the time, it's different. If you just want to say according to the time, maybe I can meet you, maybe I can't, then you would just do 시간에 따라서 by itself. But you wouldn't need to do 달라서 after that. You could use a different ending, 시간에 따라서 다르니까, or some sort of thing like that if you wanted to like end the sentence but keep going. They abducted the real Billy and Kika. You're funny, Small. That's a funny joke. Ha, 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 ha. That's a pretty funny joke. I like that. So let's move on then. Hopefully you've had time to write this down. And let's give you an example sentence. All right. Nah. But, if they did, that would be a genius. A genius idea by those aliens, I say. Genius! But that's not what happened. So first, let's do a basic sentence. So we're going to do 하다. So 누가 하는지. So we have the verb 하다. So 하다, action verb to do. 누가, who. 누가 하는지. So who does it. 누가 하는지에 따라서 or 따라 달라요. 누가 하는지에 따라서, according to or depending on who does it. Who does it. So we have 는지 attached to our action verb stem 하다, just 하는지, and then we finish it just like before. 누가 하는지에 따라서 달라요. 누가 하는지에 따라서 달라요. It depends on who does it. It depends on who does it. So, you might say, hey, I don't know. I don't know. What would be an example when you'd say, it depends on who does it? Depends on who does it. 누가 하는지에 따라서 달라요. Do you want someone to do the presentation for you? Okay. 누가 하는지에 따라서 달라요. Depends on who does it. I might not. But 누가 하는지에 따라서 달라요. It just depends on who does it. So that's all you have to do. But one more thing. This is just the regular G form. We've learned this G form before. Well, if you were in the live stream where we talked about G, this form is extremely useful. It's so useful that we're even talking about another use for it in today's lesson. And that is, you can also use it in past tense. You can use it in any tense that you want. So what if instead of saying it depends on who does it, what if we wanted to say it depends on who did it? It depends on who did it. Actually, let's see. What would you guys put here? How would you say it depends on who did it? So we just did it depends on who does it. So now how would you say it depends on who did it? Go ahead and give it a try. Let's see. Real Billy would have said Chul So. Who's Chul So? Who's that? I've never heard of that person before. Must be a nice guy though. Billy. Billy N? I'm not sure. Billy N. 누가 했는지. Martha. Wangi. I don't know how to say it. Oh, yeah. Augustus, you also got it right. Augustus, you got it. 누가 했는지에 따라서. Francesco got it right. 했는지. Yes. 누가 했는지. 누가 했는. If you don't know this, I do have a live stream about the G ending as well as a abridged version of it. So go watch that. It's a very big topic. In fact, it's so big, I just recommend watching the full 2-hour live stream because I think that the abridged videos are too fast unless you're just using them for review. If you've never learned the G form, I recommend watch the full 2-hour live stream. I go through it from the most basic form to advanced, to completely advanced forms. And I promise you, as long as you're not a brand new beginner, you will be able to follow along all the way to the advanced level. So yeah, 누가 했는지에 따라서 달라요. So it's different depending on who did it. 누가 했는지에 따라서, depending on who did it, it's different. So it depends on who did it. 누가 했는지에 따라서. My voice is like cracking. 누가 했는지에 따라서 달라요. It depends on who did it. Okay, this next one I want you guys to try. Dang, this alien technology is just fantastic. Those aliens must be geniuses, if I say so myself. The smartest beings to ever have lived, that they developed this wonderful eraser here. Okay, let's do the next one. Actually, I'll do one more and then I'll have you guys do this. I'll do this one. 어떤 색, so what kind of color, or what kind of color, 어떤 색을 좋아하다, to like, what kind of color, 지에 따라서 달라요. 어떤 색을 좋아하는지에 따라서 달라요. It depends on which color you like. So, someone would ask, can you buy me that pair of shoes? Yes. 어떤 색을 좋아하는지에 따라서 달라요. Well, it depends on what color you like. They might not have your color. They might have your color. 어떤 색을 좋아하는지에 따라서 달라요. It depends on what kind of color you like. 좋아하는지, present tense, 하는지, you do like. If it had been 했는지, it would be what color you liked. But here, it depends on what color you like. So it depends on which color you like. That's the meaning we get. The next one I'm going to have you guys do. Okay, how would I say this? It depends on how you made it. Now, don't just read other people's comments and copy paste them, but try to think of it all by yourself. If you're at a beginning level though, don't worry about this. This is more intermediate, but you can still try it. It depends on how you made it. It depends on how you made it. And I'll go over the answer in case you don't get it. Let's see. Billion. Not sure why you guys called me Billion today. I'm just your regular, fun-loving, friendly neighborhood Willie. Let's see. 어떻게 만들었는지에 따라서 달라요. 어떻게 만든지, nope. 만들었는지. Remember, the past tense for this G form has you'll see these double things. G, for past tense. Whenever you see the nji like that, that's for descriptive verbs in the present tense. So that's easy to get confused though because other forms will use that for the past tense, but with the G it's the descriptive verb present tense. So you'll see this for the past tense. 어떻게 만들었는지에 따라서 달라요. Fox, you're so close. You just missed the A. Tiffany Staymaday, you're using the wrong verb for you're using 어떻게 the verb, but it should be 어떻게 the adverb. Charles Hughes to Billy as Matt Damon is to Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, that's no. You got 어떻게 만드는지. It depends on how you make it. Okay, present tense, not past tense, but still correct. 어떻게 만드는지에 따라서 달라요. Robin Starr, I was just about to read yours and then you retracted it. 어떻게 만들었는지에 따라 달라요. 만들었는지. I'm bringing everyone to my side by coining that name, you billion. I don't get it. I don't get this. I don't understand. I'm just I'm your favorite, your favorite Korean teacher guy, human Billy. I don't know why you can't get that, but the show must go on. The lesson must continue. So let me show you guys how we can say this sentence. It depends on how you made it. So how you made it. 어떻게 is how. 어떻게 is an adverb that means how. 어떻게 만들다 is to make. So we have 만들었는지. Again, if you're not familiar with this conjugation, please watch my lesson on 지. It's a full live stream. Goes through all of the uses of 지. 어떻게 만들었는지, how you made it. 에 따라 or 따라서 달라요. Oops. 달라요. 어떻게 만들었는지에 따라서 달라요. It depends. It is different depending on how you made it or how someone made it. 어떻게 만들었는지에 따라서 달라요. Depends on how you made it. So, you want to try some of this tasty human snack? Well, it depends on how you made it. 어떻게 만들었는지에 따라서 달라요. If you made it with regular human ingredients, then that like flour, eggs, like that, then it's totally fine. Otherwise, if you made it with something strange, I don't want it. So 어떻게 만들었는지에 따라서 달라요. Just like that. This is easy. You guys got this. Okay, well, not easy, but it's nothing too tricky. Let's do another example. Let's check the time. We're still great. We are wonderful on time. We can do every example sentence I've written here so far. Okay, let's do one more. It depends on what kind of person he is. I'll give this to you, but this is harder. It depends on what kind of person he is or she is. Doesn't really matter because, you don't need to translate the pronouns in Korean anyway. So it depends on what kind of person. What kind of person? So go ahead and give it a try if you're intermediate. If you're not intermediate yet, let me give you some words that might help you. So what kind of is 어떤. And then what kind of person he is or she is, you're going to be using the descriptive verb 이다. Now, you're going to still have to conjugate this, though. So if you're not familiar with how to conjugate the G form, you might get stuck here. But go ahead and give it a try anyway. And I'll give you guys the correct answer afterward anyway. So let's give it a try. Let's see. 어떤 사람, not 있는지. This is not an action verb. If it's an action verb, it would be 있는지 in the present tense. But since it's a descriptive verb, it's not 있는지. Dr. Nutria, 어떤 사람인지에 따라서 달라요. Perfect, Dr. Nutria, 19. You are the first person to get it. Dr. Nutria wins. Followed by Amariliz. Yes. As expected. That's no. 어떤 사람인지에 따라서 달라요. Is there a way to be vague about what it depends on? Like how we say, it depends? 글쎄. Not quite a literal translation of that. There would be things you could say, but that they wouldn't mean just it depends, because it depends would you just have to say what it is that it depends on. So if your friend's like, hey, do you want to meet? You can't just say, it depends. You would just say, instead in Korean, you might just say something like, maybe, like 글쎄, 글쎄요. Like that's kind of like what you say when you're thinking about something, just kind of like, maybe it depends, which is, I'll write that on the board for you. 글쎄 or 글쎄요. This means like well, when you're thinking about something, when you don't know something. So someone asks you a question like, well, what do you want to eat? 글쎄요. You're like, well, literally, we don't really say well when we're thinking, but that's what literally it means. So this would be kind of like, I don't know. Like, 글쎄요. Like, I don't know, maybe that, okay? So this could be kind of similar to the feeling of like it depends, but it depends on the situation. So, in some situations, this is probably perfect. In others, you would just straight up say what it depends on. Like, do you want to meet me? You just say, well, it depends on what we're doing. You don't need to say, flat out, it depends. That wouldn't make any sense. Okay, so let's talk about this. It depends on what kind of person he or she is. I saw a few of you got it right. Remember, 이다 is a descriptive verb, so it does not become 있는지. I'll show you. what kind of person, 어떤 사람인지. So we have the descriptive verb 이다, that when it goes to a present tense conjugation, it's in. So 인지, 어떤 사람인지. And then which would go at the end of that. 따라 or 따라서 달라요. 어떤 사람인지에 따라서 달라요. It's different. Something, the situation, everything is different depending on, according to what kind of person he or she is. 어떤 사람인지에 따라서 달라요. It depends on what kind of person he is or she is. Just like that. Pretty easy, right? This human vocabulary, grammar is quite simple, I'd say, especially in Korean, So let's take a question from the chat. Do you guys have any questions before we move on to our next form? Because our next form is our first advanced form. The next form we're going to be doing is advanced level. So if you're intermediate, let's see. If you're intermediate, then this is as far as you should go, where you can actually, this is as far as you should expect yourself to get if you're at the intermediate level. But you can still try the advanced level anyway, because, most people learning Korean aren't advanced anyway. But let's still do it. So, can this be used for future forms? Yes. 어떻게 만들지? The future form. You can use the future form with G, as long as you know the conjugation for it. 할 건지, 할지, like that, either one of those. And there are several future forms, as I talked about in the live stream about that as well. So check that out. I'll give it a try. Nice. 화장실에 어디에 있는지에 따라서 달라요. Yes. Philip Tyron. Yes, it depends on where the bathroom is. Now, I cannot think of a single situation where you would tell someone 화장실이 어디 있는지에 따라서 달라요. Depends on where the bathroom is. So that would be like, hey, son, you've now come of age and I'm going to buy you a house. Would you like your father to buy you your first mansion? And you look at your dad, you're like, 화장실이 어디 있는지에 따라서 달라요. It depends on where the bathroom is going to be. But yeah, grammatically, it's perfectly fine. Grammatically, no problem. Yeah. Perfect sentence. How do you say GG noob in 한국어? Okay. Yeah. No, they don't. They have different internet slang. They have a lot of internet slang. Because GG, well, Korean, they just say GG also for that, which is good game. They know that as well. Noob, though, they would just say newbie or beginner, 초보. Or there are a few other words, 초보자. Dylan thinks our parents can buy us houses in this economy. Well, whether they can buy us a house or not, it all depends on where the bathroom is. So, yeah, 지지. 인간이 되는 것은 어떤 것일까요? I don't know how to answer that. How would I say it depends on how much it is? Oh, yeah. It depends on how much it is. So how would you say, how much is it in Korean? Normally you would say, 얼마예요, right? 얼마예요? 얼마입니까? 얼마예요? How much is it? 얼마 meaning how much. 예요 from 이다 to be. So 얼마예요? How much is it? So what if you were to say how it depends on how much it is? 얼마이다. So we have 인지에 따라서 달라요. It depends on how much it is. Or you can just say 가격에, the price, literally just the price. 가격에 따라서 달라요. 가격에 따라서 달라요. It depends on the price. 얼마인지에 따라서 달라요. Depends on how much it is. 가격에 따라서 달라요. Depends on the price. Anywhere like that. There are other ways you could say this too. But yeah, you can use this to say literally anything that you can say in English. So now we're going to be going on to an advanced form. And this form is, I didn't used to think this form was advanced until you see the way that it typically gets used. It's only in advanced sentences. So let's talk about this. 나름. Now, if you are a beginner, recognize 나름 as another way to say it depends on. But do not use it, because in order to use it, you will need to know several other forms first. So don't stress about learning, don't stress about using this form yourself as a beginner, but it's good to recognize because it's still quite common despite being an advanced level form. 나름. Now, 나름 actually has several uses. 나름 has more than just the one use to mean depending on. 나름, you'll see 나름 used in a lot of other cases, but we're not going to be talking about all of those today because that would all be in the advanced territory. And that might be a whole lesson by itself, is just talking about how you can use 나름, because it's not only used in the cases that I'm going to show you today. But the way it works is you take 나름 and you attach 이다, the descriptive verb to be, and you conjugate it. So you get something 나름 이다. The first way we're going to learn how to use it is with a noun. So you take a noun and you attach 나름, and then you conjugate 이다. Depends on. But it's not this simple. It's not, using it is not this simple. So grammatically though, this is all you have to do. You take a noun, just like before. Let's think of a really basic one. 농담, a joke. Depends on the joke. Is it safe to say that kind of joke? Well, it depends on the joke. 농담 나름. 농담 나름이에요. There's some disclaimers I have to give you though soon. Okay, so 농담 나름이에요. Depends on the joke. So you just take a noun, 농담, 나름, conjugate 이다, 이에요, 이야, 입니다, 이네요. Any sort of conjugation you want like that. It depends on such and such. Now, this one is different. This one is different than 따라서 다르다 for several reasons. The first of it being is, this shows that really something depends on something else. So you're not just saying the phrase, well, it depends on the weather. You're actually saying it really depends on something, as in something is hanging on this. Like this will be the deciding factor for something. Now, there is an easy way to actually translate that into English. All depends. Everything depends on this. It all depends. It really depends. This is how you would say it. So it's more for showing, or only depends. This is more for showing that something is actually the deciding factor in a decision. So you're making a decision. And in that decision, the deciding factor is what's here. So this noun is the deciding factor in some sort of decision that you have to make. So you need to decide something, and all of it depends on that noun. That's how you use it. So literally it has the same meaning as 따라서 다르다, but its usage is not. So you cannot just say anything like, oh, I'm just going to say, well, it depends on the time. 시간 나름이에요. 시간 나름이에요. Well, it depends on the time. Well, that's kind of more like saying, in making this decision, time is the deciding factor. It's unnatural, actually. This form, used with nouns, is often unnatural. So I'm just going to say this. This form is not commonly used just with nouns like this. There is a way you can use it, though. We'll talk about that next. But just the plain form noun, 나름, 이다, is not that common. There are cases where it is used, and we'll talk about that. but it generally has more of a strong feeling. So like this is a decisive issue and that's the deciding factor in making this decision. It all depends on that. So that's what you're saying. So you're not just going to say, well, I mean, was it a good movie? Well, it depends on the person. I thought it was good. You're not going to say, well, the whole deciding factor of this issue, it all hangs on the person. It doesn't make any sense because there's no decision that needs to be made. There's no deciding factor. It's not that important. So it's often going to be awkward to use, but just be aware that this is what it means. 나름이다 means something is hanging in the balance between something, and this is the deciding factor for it. So that's what it means. But it is used, however, in another case. While 나름이다 is not really used after nouns that much, let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. It is used with action verb stems that end with gi. So this whole thing is actually a noun. So it's still the same form. You still have a noun plus 나름 plus 이다, just like before. But this noun is actually a verb. Now you'll see this form a lot more often with this type of form, and it'll end up sounding more natural when you have an action verb stem, because an action verb stem is actually doing something. And it sounds more natural to say everything all depends, in making this decision. The deciding factor for this depends on doing something will sound natural a lot more than just some sort of noun by itself. Does that make sense? So the reason that this is used more commonly with action verbs than ki is because this is actually doing something. And when it says doing something is the deciding factor and everything hangs on whether you do something, that sounds natural with 나름이다. While just saying noun is the deciding factor and everything depends on that is a little bit less common, I'd say very uncommon, and can often sound unnatural in most cases. So here, this form is used much more often. So, however, this meaning is not just depending on. So let's give you an example before I continue explaining this form. So up until now, quick summary. This form is used with a noun. You take a noun with 나름이다. Most often it's used with action verb stem with gi, so a noun, but as an action verb. It means that something is the deciding factor in some sort of decision and that it all depends on that. Okay, so here's a sentence, and then we'll talk about a restriction with this form. So here's a sentence. 그건, let's do this. 받아들이다. 받아들이다. 받다 by itself means to receive or to get. 받아들이다 means to take something, as in, can you take a joke? Can you receive? How did he take that news? You told him the update of the project. How did he take it? Did he take it well? Did he take it poorly? That's the meaning of take that you get here. As in, to receive something internally, to take it in. I took it all in, like that. To take it well or to take it poorly. So, 그건, as for that thing, 그것은, that thing, 받아들이기. So now we have 기, action verb, to take it. 나름이에요. So here we have a natural sounding sentence. 그건 받아들이기 나름이에요. Literally, if you look at this sentence, it seems to mean it depends on. So it all depends on. So that thing, it all depends on someone taking it. Someone taking it. Someone taking it. Depends on someone taking it. Someone taking what? Someone receiving, someone accepting what? Literally what this means is just that. However, the actual meaning of this form is not depends on verb. It depends on how verb. You get this meaning of how, 어떻게, without there being the actual verb. Sorry. You get this meaning of how without there being the actual adverb how, 어떻게, added. So even though there is no 어떻게 in this sentence, you get the meaning of it all depends on how he or how she accepts it. It all depends on how they take it. The boss is really upset at me. It all depends on how the boss takes it. Is the boss going to be angry? Is she going to be mad or happy about it? 그건 받아들이기 나름이에요. It all depends on how they take it. That's what you get. Depends on how. how. So there is no how. Again, when you use this form, you do not add how, but it adds the meaning of how a verb happens. So let's do another sentence. Hopefully if you're intermediate, you're still following along with me. If you're beginner and this makes no sense, it will make sense to you in the future. So you can always come back and watch this later. Okay. Let's do a good sentence. 한국어가, so Korean. Now we're going to use 늘다 means to improve. So 늘다 by itself, 늘다, let's write it here. 늘다 means 한국어가 늘다 means Korean gets better. Korean improves. So 한국어가 빨리 so we have 늘다 coming into a nominalization form. So it's going to be 느는 것. So the improving Korean quickly. So Korean improving quickly. As for 것은, so as for when it comes to your Korean improving very quickly. So when it comes to improving your Korean quickly, well, what you need is this. You should do this. So what we're going to say is it all depends on how you study. 공부, I'll have to write this over here. 공부하기 나름이에요. So it all depends on studying. But not just it all depends on studying, but it all depends on how you study. Right? It all depends on the studying itself. By the studying itself, it means the method of studying, the way you study, how you study. So as for when it comes to, or as for getting better at Korean, 한국어가 빨리 느는 것은 공부하기 나름이에요. When it comes to improving your Korean quickly, when it comes to Korean improving quickly, it all depends on how you study. It all depends on studying, literally. It all depends on, it all hangs on. It's the deciding factor when it comes to improving your Korean quickly is study. It's studying. It's how you study. So how you study will determine how fast your Korean improves. How you study will determine whether you learn quickly or not. So 한국어가 빨리 느는 것은 공부하기 나름이에요. So it all depends on how you study. So this extra meaning of how gets added to the sentence without actually being there. And that's what I think would trip a lot of people up when they see this 나름이다, because they think they should add 어떻게, 어떻게 공부하기 나름이에요. Like it depends on how you study. They might, because you normally would add that sort of adverb when you're talking about this. The reason is it doesn't literally mean how, but that's the meaning of adding this to the sentence it gives. So if you're saying 공부하기 literally just means it depends on the studying. But by saying it depends on studying, it means it depends on how that happens, how you're studying. It all hangs on the studying. By that it means how you're studying. So yeah. 한국어가 빨리 느는 것은 공부하기 나름이에요. So getting better quickly at Korean all depends on how you study. Okay, let's do another example sentence. Unfortunately, because this form's more advanced, it's harder for me to give sentences that you guys can try. But the worksheet for this lesson has another couple examples with 나름이다. So you can try it there. So make sure to download the worksheet if you didn't already. Okay, let me just check the chat for a minute. So in this regard, Korean is different than other human languages. You got that right. Yeah, Korean is quite different. It does make sense, but I don't feel like I'm advanced. Am I a genius? Possibly. You could understand it at a lower level than advanced, but being able to use it yourself often requires an advanced handle of the grammar. 어떻게? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's do another sentence here. Let's do a sentence with just a noun and 나름이다, because I told you I would give you an example with just that. So 농담, we have 농담, which is a joke. So remember the other example I gave you with 농담 나름이에요. It all depends on the joke. I'm just going to write here. 농담도 농담 나름. 농담도 농담 나름이지. 농담도, even jokes, even a joke, all depends on the joke. So even when it comes to a joke, so like even a joke, you know, it all depends on the joke. You can't just say anything. It depends on what the joke is. 농담도 농담 나름이지. Even jokes, even if you want to say it's a joke, it depends on what the joke is, right? It depends on what the joke is. Again, when you use this form with verbs, it kind of adds in that meaning of how you do something. When you use this with nouns, it kind of adds in the meaning of what, or like what kind of, in that sense. So even the joke depends on the joke, right? It depends on what kind of joke. It depends on the joke. So it's not just it depends on the joke, like that specific joke, but it depends on a joke, like what kind of joke. Depends on what joke you're talking about. So it also adds this meaning of what. You don't have to say like 어떤 농담 or what kind of joke or anything like that. It adds the meaning of it all depends on the joke. You know, it all depends on the joke. Sure, it's a joke, but it depends on the joke, whether you're okay. 농담도 농담 나름이지. If you were to say this sentence, then afterward you could say like something like 지금 뭐 이런 상황에서 should I go over there? I guess I could do that sentence. 그걸, can you still see it? Yep. 농담이라고 하냐? Or 하지? Or some sort of form like that. 하는 거야? We'll use 하냐? Okay. So you might say this full sort of sentence. Okay, I'm kind of going off the board. So let me write that. 하는 거야. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now we can still see it. I was checking if I was going off. Okay. So you can say something like 농담도 농담 나름이지. Like the joke, yeah, sure, even jokes, it depends on what joke it is, whether it's okay. 지금, right now, 이런 상황에, in this kind of situation, like, are you really saying this right now? Like, here and right now? 이런 상황에, in this kind of situation? 그걸, that thing, so that joke, 그걸 농담이라고 하는 거야? Are you saying that's a joke? Like, you know, are you really going to say that's a joke right now in this situation? That's completely inappropriate. 농담도 농담 나름이지. Even a joke is dependent completely. It's all the decisive factor in a joke. All depends on the joke. So this is kind of like, you know, be careful with what you say. You know, some things are jokes, some things are you shouldn't joke about. So 농담도 농담 나름이지. Even jokes depend on the joke. Depend on what joke it is. So that's kind of the meaning. And this was just like an example, like how would you follow the rest of the sentence up? What would you say after this? Where you could say, 지금 이런 상황에 그걸 농담이라고 하는 거야? So are you saying that this is like a joke right now? It's not a joke? Anyway. Okay, but we're not done. Oh, wow. S. I appreciate your I appreciate the donation you've given. S. Let's write your name up here. You know what? That's a huge donation. I'm gonna write your donation in blue. Just S. $20. Nice. Thank you, S. I'm gonna give you a big dab for that. Really big dab for that. Oops, I just hit my light. Okay. Okay. Thank you, S. Really appreciate it. As you know, all of this money goes to a good cause. As in, it goes to me. I buy stuff. I buy the board. I buy not this eraser. I found this in the spaceship. I buy markers and stuff like that. Equipment for making videos. And I easily spend more than the amount that I make every month to buy new equipment and stuff for videos. Because I'm always buying new stuff for videos. If you haven't noticed, watch my newest videos and then go back and watch my videos from like 2 years ago. You'll see a huge improvement. And that's because I'm always like trying to slowly upgrade my equipment and improve my skills. So yeah, but thank you. I do appreciate it. My light. Yeah, it's my light here on the... Well, I mean, it's not my light. Yeah, it's I mean, like relative to me. So here, let's check here. Yes. Juliana, take care. All right. So let's move on. So that is only the end of our basic Most basic lesson today. So if you are beginner or intermediate, you're good for today. But I like doing some more advanced stuff today. You know, maybe being in the spaceship is, so maybe something's rubbing off on me. I just feel like we should go up another level today. So let's go to the next level. Do you think so, Kiket, too? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so, too. Oops. Okay, this is the exact same form at the end. 에 따라서 다르다. Action verb stem. So instead we had before we had action verb stem with G, 하는지, 했는지, like that. 에 따라서 다르다. Now we have 느냐, 느냐. Again, with an action verb stem though. Only action verb stems for the most part, with the exception of also 있다 and 없다, which act, these conjugate like action verbs even though they're descriptive verbs. So these are exceptions. Other than that, any action verb, you take the stem of it, you attach nya, and then you finish the sentence the exact same way as before. And this, I'd say this is more of an advanced form because it's less commonly used, but it doesn't sound weird. It doesn't sound overly formal. It sounds perfectly fine to use. So yes, it's more of an advanced form, but feel free to use it. It has the exact same meaning as 는지. The exact same meaning as 는지. So feel free to use it. The other thing is with 느냐, if the action verb ends with this letter, then you drop it. That's it. So if you have the verb 살다, to live, it becomes 사느냐. Oops. If you have 살다, you get 사느냐. That's it. You just drop this if there's an action verb with that letter. Other than that, you don't have to do anything else specific. So you can do it. You can use this the exact same way as you use the other one. So let me ask you guys a sentence then. How would I say this? Let me write it on the board. Dang, this alien technology. These aliens are so smart. I bet they're really handsome too and really attractive. Smart and everything because they made this cool racer. Okay. So let's do this. It depends on how much you study. How would you say this? Depends on how much you study. Go ahead and give that a try. I'm going to give you a couple words in case you're stuck. So it depends on, same as before, how much you study. I'm going to tell you how much is 얼마나. 얼마 from before is how much, just when you're talking about a price, like how much is it. But if you're talking about how much you do something, how much something is, a certain, like what extent, to what extent, how much, then use 얼마나. So 얼마나 you're going to use. Other than that, give the sentence a try. It depends on how much you study. And I'll check the chat for a second. 한국 공부를 얼마나 하느냐에 따라서 달라요. 얼마나 공부하느냐에 따라서 달라요. No, Lauren D. Perfect. Noah Deeps. Perfect. Yes. Jess Bridges, those first videos, we are spoiled. Yeah, if you watch my first videos, I thought I was doing a good job at the time, but yeah, I'm always improving. Always improving. Even last year, compared with last year's videos, I'm always improving. Okay, it depends on how much you study. 공부를 얼마나 하느냐에 따라서 달라요. 얼마나 공부하느냐에 따라서 달라요. Perfect, perfect. 하느냐. Oh, you wrote Kate June, you wrote 공부 느냐. So you're missing the 하다. Remember, it attaches to the action verb stem, not just a noun. Depends on how much you study, which would be 공부를 하다. So 공부를. Then we have 얼마나, how much. 얼마나 or 얼마나 anything. 얼마나 열심히, 얼마나 anything. How much, how hard you study. 얼마나 힘들게요. How difficultly you study. 얼마나 whatever. Or just how much you study as in like time. 얼마나 하다, so 하느냐에, and then we do the exact same thing as before. 따라서 달라요. 공부를 얼마나 하느냐에 따라서 달라요. It depends on how much you study. And this has the exact same meaning as 하는지. 공부를 얼마나 하는지에 따라서 달라요. It depends on how much you study. 하는지, 하느냐. Use either one. They have the same meaning and they can be swapped back and forth if you want. Just know that 느냐 is only just for action verbs, since the 느냐 part of itself is an older action verb stem for conjugating in the present tense. So yeah, it's still used though. Okay, let's check the chat for a second, and then we'll go on to the next one. All right. Am I the only one who finds this not very difficult? That's great. If you find this not difficult, that's great. Definitely though, 나름 is advanced. I don't see it used by any sort of intermediate textbooks or lessons. It's definitely more of an advanced form because, stuff that's less common tends to be stuck in the advanced category because it's not something that you would typically learn until you've already learned all the other basics. Then you go and learn the less common stuff like 나름, which is why it's more of an advanced topic. And because it's less commonly used, you have to make sure you're using it correctly or it sounds very awkward, also making it, therefore, advanced. So the next form we're going to be using, actually one more sentence. It depends on where it is. How would I say this? Also using 느냐. It depends on where it is. How would I say this? Using the 느냐 form we just learned. It depends on where it is. Joshua shared. No. It's okay. You can be terrible at everything, but you can still be good at Korean. 얼마나 잘생겼느냐에 따라서 달라요. 차현준, you're just missing the 생겼느냐에. You're just missing the 에 part after that. But yeah, your sentence depends on how handsome they are. And the first person is Lauren D. Lauren D. 어디에 있느냐에 따라서 달라요. Perfect. 어디 있느냐에 따라 달라요. 독일 남자. I was like, dog ill? Oh, 독일. 어디 있느냐에 따라서 달라요. Nice. 어디... Emeriliz, you just have to type... Okay, I see you fixed it. Yeah. 있느냐. 어디에 있느냐에 따라 달라요. 어디 있느냐에 따라서 달라요. Nice, nice. 어디에 있느냐에 따라서 달라요. Okay, you guys got it. Nice, nice. So, depends on where it is. So, 어디에 있어요 normally, or 어디 있어요 like that. A is optional. 어디에 있느냐에 따라서 달라요. This 느냐, you'll see it. It's an older ending. It's just a 는 거야 kind of ending. An older Korean form. So some songs, there's like there's a song, Mountain Rabbit. 산 토끼 토끼야 어디를 가느냐. That's 가는, it's from 가다, 가느냐. That's the same thing. So where are you going? 어디 가냐, 가는 거야, like that. 어디에 가느냐, 깡총 뛰면서, or some people change it, different words. But anyway, yeah. 어디에 있느냐에 따라서 달라요. It depends on where it is. Depends on where the bathroom is, right? 화장실이 어디에 있느냐에 따라서 달라요. All depends on where the bathroom is. The bathroom. Speaking of which, I don't know where the bathroom is here. Hold on, I'm going to search for the bathroom for a second. Guys, I think there's an alien around here. Hey, I just got here. I've been running around the spaceship for like the past 4 hours, and I find there's like this whiteboard here, and I see an alien. I just saw an alien walk by. He just transformed and walked into the bathroom. Oh my gosh, who's here? Ahimang. Ahimang. Hey, you guys gotta help me. I'm trapped here. I don't know what's going on. Oh no, he's coming back. He's coming back. Oh, sorry guys. I got stuck over at the bathroom. I couldn't find it after all. But I hear some alien or something. This place is scary. Some alien just like ran by screaming or something. So let's get back to the lesson. The next advanced topic we're going to be doing is very similar to the naramida form that we just did. In fact, it has the same literal meaning as naramida. The same literal meaning as naramida, almost. Yeah, pretty much. Same usage, I'll say that. It has the same exact usage as naramida. And that is the regular verb 달다. Okay, 달다 means to hang. There's other words. There's another 달다 which means to be sweet. It's not that one. This is an action verb. This is an action verb that means to hang on something or to be suspended on. And it's used in the state form. I'll just show you what that is. It's used as saying something is hanging on something. You say 달려. It comes from the passive tense. 달리다, to be hanging, to be hung, to be suspended. So 달려 있다 means something that is hanging on, something that is suspended on something. So literally, this form, something something 달려 있다, means something is hanging on something. In that sense, it means it all depends on something. That's everything is hanging on whether or not you come with us. Everything is hanging on how you accept it. How the boss accepts it. Everything is hanging on, or like the previous sentence that we did before. Everything is, whether you get good at Korean fast or not, it's all hanging on. It's all depending on. It's all suspended on, literally, how you study, right? It's that same meaning as naram, but 달려있다 is more standard. It's straightforward. It's just something is hanging on it. Everything's hanging on it. Everything is literally like depending on it is what you get. So it's, hanging from the edge. Like, oh, it's all depending on that one thing, whether I fall down, whether I can stay suspended or hanging here, like that. So that's what it is. And it's used the exact same way as 나름이다. But 달려, there's space here. 달려 있다. So something 달려 있다. Just like 나름이다, it's also used with this 기 ending after an action verb. So let me give you an example of that. Let's see. Oh, let's just redo our previous example. That way, maybe it'll make a little more sense. So before we had 그건 받아들이기 나름이에요, right? Now we have, so the only difference is that while 나름 just used 기 by itself, this 달려있다 means, this 달려있다 uses 기에. So 나름 just used 기 by itself, but this uses 기에. And then 달려 있어요. Literally, it's hanging on how he or she accepts it. This also gives the same extra meaning of how. So it's all, literally though, it's all hanging on his or her acceptance of that. But in English, we wouldn't say it's hanging on their acceptance. We would say it's hanging on how they accept it, how they take it, right? Are they going to take it well? It all depends on how they take it. But literally, it all depends on their acceptance. So it is hanging on, literally, it is hanging on their acceptance. Now, this 달려있다 form is more common than 나름. It's more common than 나름, more commonly used. It's also not fancy sounding. 나름 kind of has a slightly fancy sounding feeling to it. So 달려있다 is just more of a standard, like it is hanging on that, right? It's just depending on that. It's not like, whereas 나름 sounds like its own kind of thing, a little bit fancier. So this is less fancy, more standard, quite common way of saying something hangs on something. Something is depending on, well, not, yeah, something depends completely on something else. something에 달려 있다, which you can conjugate 달려 있어요, like that. All right. That is it for today's lesson. You know, we finished early. I'm happy. We only had to go for an hour and 20 minutes for today's lesson. So I'm going to be taking some questions, but first let me give a couple announcements. Again, just remember, there is new merch. So if you want to get some merchandise, check out the description. It also supports me. There's some, all the designs I made myself. So you can marvel at how amazing my designing skills are. Actually, some of them are pretty cool. I like some of them. And the other thing is make sure you get the worksheet for today's lesson, as well as the outline if you're on Patreon. Those are on Patreon. There's also a link to that in the description. If you're a Patreon member, even the lowest tier, the $1 tier, also gets access to worksheets and outlines for every live stream. And also remember that next Sunday is daylight savings. So the time will be 1 hour different. I think that'll be, like I said, depending on where you are in the world, it might be an hour earlier, it might be an hour later. I think, though, it's going to be an hour earlier. Yeah, I think it would just be an hour earlier for everyone. Unless someone else changes their daylight savings time. Anyway, like I said, I'll make a post about it so you'll know. Just pay attention. The time will be different starting from next week because of daylight savings time. And the final announcement is to make sure you join our Discord channel so that you can get updates, as well as if you want to make sure you don't miss this stream, make sure to click the bell icon. Make sure to click the bell icon on my channel. That way you can get notified whenever I go live. But yeah, also join our Discord for updates. We have live chats going on. And thanks for coming, everyone. So I'll see you guys later. 그럼 다음에, what do I say? See you guys. 다음에 봐요. 다음에 봐요. I think he's gone. I just saw this. You wouldn't believe what I just saw. I swear. This thing, I don't know what it was. It was like walking, and then it just suddenly just transformed into this like shiny monster and then jumped out the window. You guys wouldn't believe me even if I told you. Fortunately, I found my hat again. Lost this thing as soon as I got beamed on here. Gosh. Oh, man. What's going on? Oh, hey. Well, I wasn't here, but I guess you guys somehow you got the lesson? Maybe some like alien technology taught you guys while I wasn't here, but that's great. It seems like whatever or however you guys did the lesson, it's been completed. So I'll just erase this. The writing's atrocious. I would never write like that. Yeah, let me just check. I'll check the chat. If you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I'm not quite sure what we talked about today. Oh, I guess this is the lesson outline. Okay. So someone must have given this lesson. That's weird. Anyway, let me just check the chat for a bit. See who's here. Oh, hello. Need to assemble an alien killing squad. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I've been dealing with these aliens all day. Man, that was scary, okay? Like, I was lost. And then I found this board, and then I got chased off I saw another alien, so I ran off around everywhere, and I finally came back here. So, yeah, that was pretty spooky. I think the alien's gone because, like I said, I just saw him or her, whatever, jump out a window, and Yeah, so I think we're good for now. I don't hear anything. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't hear anything going on here, so I think we're probably safe. But just to be perfectly safe, I'm gonna get out of here because I don't know if they're gonna come back. I don't really want to deal with that. But I can take a few questions before I leave. What about KeyCat? Oh, KeyCat. KeyCat was I don't know. I don't know where KeyCat is. KeyCat. 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 Oh, you're right here. Hey there, KeyCat. What's with your scarf? When did your scarf turn purple? Yeah, whatever. I still love you no matter what scarf color you got. Yeah. All right, yeah, KeyCat was just sitting over there, so, should be good. Here, I'll put you back down. We'll go out together, okay? All right, yeah. All right. Any other questions about the lesson today? I can feel free to answer some questions. KeyCat is the alien. That's funny. Yeah, I don't think so. KeyCat, I would know KeyCat if I saw her. Let me just check. I just want to make sure there's no one else here. Yeah, I think we're safe. I think we're safe here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just checking. Let me check down this hall. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think we're safe. Yeah. Oh, hey, KeyCat. How'd you get over this? You were just KeyCat. So I found KeyCat again. KeyCat was, playing around the other side of the hall, and but I found her. So I guess she ran off. KeyCat, don't run off like that, okay? Whoa, KeyCat, how'd you get over here again? KeyCat, you're silly, little silly bear. All right, guys. So yeah, go ahead and ask any questions you have. I'll be happy to answer. How often are the forms connected with other sentences? Can you give me an example, Noah Deeps, of what you mean? What's the difference between 마다 달라요? 마다 달라요, as I said at the very beginning, so you probably missed the beginning of the lesson. I said 마다 달라요 just means each is different. Each one is different. Do I have two? What are you talking about? This is KeyCat. KeyCat's just right here. See, she's got her pink bow and her regular, her cute green scarf. And yeah, it's KeyCat. Everyone knows KeyCat. 빌리는 Stray Kids? Is that a group? Would a 따라, remember it's the double letter for 따라, not just 타라. Would ever use with the regular and then 것? 하는 거에 따라서 you'd use it with 는지 if you're using it with a verb. Yeah, because it depends on whether. It depends on whether is the meaning that you get. It's not just it depends on verbing. It depends on studying. That doesn't really make sense. It depends on whether you study. So that's why it uses 는지, because it's that whether meaning that you get from using 지, like whether or if. Is this still Billion? Who's Billion? Oh, Billy Alien? No, I'm pretty sure I'm not an alien. It's just the regular face. I don't know, but if you saw the other alien, I don't know what he looked. Maybe he kind of resembled me. I don't know, but yeah, I'm definitely me. I don't know how I could prove that though. Do you have a lesson about having two verbs in a sentence? Yes, I have a live stream about doing sentence structure, and I talk about how you can combine verbs, as well as my very first live stream where I talk about 고 and other ways to combine verbs together to make longer sentences. Do you have a Twitter? Yes, go Billy Korean. Billy, this unawareness is what you got you. I seriously, I don't know what was going on. 1 minute I was just hanging out at my house and then walking outside, and then the other minute I was up here and running around, and I didn't even stop running around until just, a couple minutes ago. Whew. I love Stray Kids sounds so bad. It's when will the next break in streams be? I typically do 3 weeks on and then 1 week off, though during the holidays it can change because different holidays, or this thing happens or this thing happens. But for next week there will be another live stream, and I think after the week after that as well. And then I'll probably take a break. So 2 more weeks. Billy's hands are also alien technology. It glitched. I don't know what you're talking about. Stream seems fine for me. 학교에 가기 나름이에요. That's more on, literally, like I told you, it depends on going to school. So literally just, it depends on the action of going to school. So that would be like how you go to school, but not necessarily the method. Like I said, don't just use 나름 in a beginner sentence because it'll sound awkward. It's used in more complicated sentences. It has a more fancy feeling. And my axe. 날씨에 따라 옷을 다르게 입어요. I'll wear different clothes depending on the weather. Keycat, what are you doing here again? Yeah. I know, Keycat, it's been a really hard day. You want to go back home and eat some food? Yeah, that sounds really good. I think we should do that. Yeah. Okay, guys. So yeah, definitely make sure to check out the Discord so you can get updates about the next live stream that we're going to be doing. Thanks again for coming. And if you have any more questions, though, feel free to ask in the Discord. I'm always there, so you can always ask people questions, Korean questions in Discord, and you'll get an answer to that. Let's see. 외계인 한국 악센트 어떻게 인식할 수 있어요? How can you recognize or verify or whatever, recognize a alien accent? Maybe this is Keycat. This is Keycat right here. Yeah. So I'm gonna head out first. I guess you want to stay. Okay. I guess like Keycat's saying that she's gonna stay here for a bit. I don't know. Maybe she's got something to look for. I'm gonna go get out. I'm gonna leave early because I am scared. I don't want to be here anymore. I saw an alien and I'm done. These dumb aliens. I'm done with these dumb aliens today. So I'm gonna take off. Keycat says she wants to stay here for a little bit. I don't know, maybe hang out or see what's going on the ship. That's what you're saying, right? Okay. All right. Well, Keycat's gonna hang out here for a second. I'll see you guys later. Make sure to check out our Discord. 그럼 다음에 또 봐. All right, Keycat. You just want to hang out here? Which way is the door, Keycat? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I couldn't find it. Keycat, are you coming? Or are you just playing around?